Hi everyone, welcome to our treasure home. And yes, I'm always putting lipstick on. Maybe I should make a shirt. And if someone takes that idea and no, that's all right. Always putting something on. So hello to Robin in the chat, those in the background. Hi to my TV watchers and replay watchers. Thank you so much for being here tonight. So, uh, get a little bit situated here. That's my alarm. Hey, Rebecca. So usually I'm really loud and bunches and all that good stuff. And just a little bit, touch of something. They've had scratchy throats. I have sinus stuff going on. And yes, I could take sinus medicine if I want to. I just actually forget. Except on Thursdays when it's time to go get my shots. And I have to take the Allegra for that. But any other time, I just don't think about it. And I do drink my teas. Hey, Heather. And I have my honey and onion mix and everything that I take. But to me, that's just like with pain medicine. When I take some, I don't take anything. And the doctors and all ask why. I'm like, I could take it once and then 6 hours later I forget about taking it again. I said, that's just too much. Why can't I always keep doing it? Well, we can give you a 24. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no pain medicine. Y'all see my curly hair? Oh goodness. Yeah, and then the weather, it's cold and rainy. So, when the weather changes, all this changes too. I've got you on the TV during the day. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit, but get after today, it was like crazy mess going on. So this will be part of my Monday live wrap up of situational awareness and everything. But before I get into anything with the food and what I'm doing and everything, I do want to put this alert out there. When you get a phone call of a number you don't know, so I got two of them today. I answered both. Well, the first one I answered. I didn't say hello. I didn't say hi or whatever. I just said, who is this? And they were quiet. And I could hear them in the background. And before I could say, I can hear you, it was somebody, Asian accent. We're from member services. And this is Nancy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what member services? And, she wouldn't give an answer. And I'm speaking to who, I'm like, I don't know what member services you're from, and I don't know this person, and take my name off your list. So, all right. Hey, Jane, how you doing? So she did that. So then the second, it wasn't but a few minutes later, less than 5 minutes, another phone call came in, and I Googled the call, and it was a place, trim and belt place in Los Angeles. I'm just like, okay. So that go to voicemail. And by that time, my son and daughter-in-law were downstairs, and they were listening to the voicemail. And my son goes, "That's not Walmart. They have." All right, so here, if somebody from Walmart calls, most of the time, or customer service calls you back, he says they use a male voice. He goes, "That's not," and the number they gave to call back for Walmart is not even Walmart's number. So he said, hold on. So we had to listen like 4 or 5 times so we could get the number. And he Googled the number. He goes, that number doesn't even exist. So we knew it was a spam because it said it had my phone number and email. And I paid $919 for earbuds at Walmart. So we quickly, got that number down and everything, went into my checking account to check the numbers. And oh, there's a number that was put on my checking account that we don't even have. So we wrote that number down and he Googled that number and he said, that's a fake, no, that's a spam number too. So quickly we got rid of that number, and did all the alerts things, went out, came back in, changed my password. And so I was changing passwords on everything today. And I was like, oh my goodness. So, I don't ever say, or with the spam numbers, I never say hello because they're recording your voice. So that's why I always say something else. Typos, I know. So I'm just like, okay, so to find that there was another number on my bank account that was not their numbers, wasn't their other numbers, it wasn't this phone number, because I have another phone, old phone. It wasn't any numbers that we've had or anything. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. So just always at least once or twice a month check everything. It was like it's been one of those days. So it was a little stressful, but yeah, I don't, and especially if they don't leave a voicemail, I block them. But the second one left a voicemail, so I was listening to it, and I was just like, so later on, I called the original number that called me, and the girl answered, but she wasn't saying anything. So I asked, was it this the business? And it was another Asian girl, but totally different from the other one. And I said, well, your phone number's been spoofed and somebody's been using it for Walmart. She goes, oh no. She goes, that happened to me last year. I said, well, it's happening again. I said, just want to let you know, but I already blocked her number, so she couldn't call me back anyway. So whether that was the spammer that I caught and talked to, I let them know immediately, you've been had. You already know what your trick is. So, yeah, I don't even answer snails. Yeah, usually I have one. I'll play it Monday night because it's so hilarious. I saved it. It's like so funny. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's just like, mm. So there's can be stressful. So this is part of being well, and not only physically but mentally and emotionally. If you know people who have your number who only call you, and it's I like my insurance company, my doctor, I have their numbers and I have their names beside it. So I know it's not one of them. And so, and sometimes I can Google the number while it's calling. And if not, I just Google it later. And US phone book is really good about, but, they can spoof now. They can be an Indian spoof a number and you can, I'm just like, we were caught on to it. That's just plain and simple. So, oh yeah, it's been better all day long. I start just piddling around and changing things and YouTube as far as like playlists and everything and fixing that because I took like a couple of hours to sit there and just go through everything and put all those alerts on and this, that, and the other, like the two-step authentication thing. I know. Oh, no, I don't even change my number. I don't forget it because they'll just do it to the new number. So it really doesn't matter because they sell the phone numbers anyway. Then they say they don't, but they do. Just a little snarky there. So I should have the same number since '98. Yeah, we've had these phones since or this number since 2016. Well, I'm not going to change it. It's just like block and delete. Keep on going. That's like comments on YouTube. Block and delete and keep on going. It's just like that's just the way it is. It's not like it was back when we were growing up and before caller ID came out and you answer the phone. You know, I think the next time I might do that. Just answer and start singing Jesus Love You and see what they do. That would be hilarious. I'll let y'all know. So, talk about being healthy. And this is part of being healthy, emotionally and mentally and not letting it bother you. I know. So do. Oh no, you can still have a landline, but businesses have landlines. So they still advertise having a landline. I'll tell you. So, other than that, it's been good today. And then, it's been raining off and on. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And yes, I got enough sleep. I even took a nap day because I was like, that was about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I lay down and all. So the Daniel fast, I had to change some things up. I've acted like I got 10 kids, all different dads, and they want to be running as much. Hey, that's something you can. The next time one calls and you know it's probably like a scammer saying, "Are you calling about my car warranty? It ran out a few weeks ago, but I'm not interested." Oh, just to get them laughing. All right, so the Daniel fast this week, I did start back over again, and then I did change some things up as far as eating meat or anything because, all right, so up to Monday, we had the noodle dish, which was pans, just stir fried vegetables with noodles. That's all it is, and you can add, if you want chicken or whatever to it. Tuesday, my son made fried chicken, so I was like, okay. So what I've been doing, and I prayed about this and everything because of everybody situations with the food and all that other stuff and everything. I was like, okay, Lord, but I need to do something else besides um, the meat because I do eat the chicken when they cook it. And so I really thought the Lord laid on my heart to not watch my TV show, which is really hard because my TV show and a dinner and a TV show, Yeah. Oh, fried chicken. Oh, he makes the best fried chicken. So we have fried chicken, green bean casseroles, and potatoes. So, and I'm aching, but that's not, I don't think it's from the potatoes, but it could be. But I noticed my left knee the last couple of days before it started raining that it was achy a little bit and everything. And I've been putting stuff on it to help with that. And so, oh yeah, we love green bean casserole. So, he fixed that. Now tonight we had pizza. And so they had put a piece of chicken inside and I cooked that chicken and I didn't put any seasoning on it whatsoever. So everything I made and the last few days, over the weekend, and I've got another video coming out on the cooking channel. I didn't put any seasoning in it whatsoever because I wanted to see, could it be the seasoning? Could it be from where it's from? My son uses the same stuff in there that I know, the onion powder and everything, but he also adds it with other seasonings that we have that have no soy in it whatsoever. So no beef, but had no beef for 2 weeks now. Now I don't know if that's the difference. Eating more vegetables, which I always do anyway, because that's on the low carb side of it. Like no carbs for breakfast, no carbs for lunch, or low carbs, and then eat your dinner. And like if I start at 5 o'clock, 8 till 6 o'clock to have my dinner and desserts or whatever else I want, and then don't eat anymore after that. I've done intermittent fasting, where when I wake up in the morning, I don't eat anything till lunch, or maybe kind of past a little bit lunchtime, 2 o'clock or so, maybe dinner. That doesn't work for me. My body, I need to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if I eat so today I had 2 eggs with cheese, and I was full. It lasted till lunchtime. Lunchtime, I had a little, so I knew I was eating pizza, but I had made a Frito salad type thing for the cooking channel. They'll come out tomorrow. So I was like, I really didn't feel like fixing anything, so that was already done. So I ate that. But it had fiber in it and chickpeas and stuff. And I ate that. Jan, I don't. Now, according to my blood work, I don't have any allergies to beef or anything. But I know I had alpha-gal a few years back. One week I can eat the beef, the next week I can't. It is just a, let's say shot in the dark. Like, we don't know. So the only thing the allergist tells me is to avoid the triggers. I'm just like, I don't know what's triggering it. If you don't know what's triggering your reaction, how do you avoid it? So here is, all right, see if we get up close. This has gone down. It is pink, but it's not raised up or anything. I took a picture of it earlier. So if I put like lotion, or I have a neem oil and olive oil mix that I do. And that takes the redness away. And so it really goes down a whole lot. So, and that happened from last night to this morning. And I'm like, I ate everything my son cooked. So we got to where I was like, we're not washing with the dishwasher. I said that thing runs for an hour. We're going to see if we can save up on water. So we hand wash and everything. So even with all right, so tomorrow they having chili. I might have a bowl, I might not. I'll decide later. And then, so, I'm just like, they go, do you want to wash stuff separate? I said, just wash it. I'm testing something. Because I always was everything had to be separate. Oh yeah, I got castor oil on this one. This is my fun one. It's castor oil, olive oil. I have essential oils. It's chocolate, coffee, and it's been smudged. Something else, but this one's got the coffee and the chocolate in it. Now the castor I use on my elbows, because right here used to be really rough on my elbows. Now it's nice and smooth. And I use it on my shoulders for my joints. And then I rub it on my knees. A lot of the castor oil I use a lot on joints areas and everything. But I do in the morning put the castor oil on here, and this has really gone down, and it looks just like a bruise. So it's like, well, keep on going. It's going away. So, corn silk poultice. I never thought about that. That might work also. So my son's thinking, he says, oh, that's in my head. But we're thinking, is it more environmental than what I'm eating? I'm like, how can that be? It still has to come out on my, it comes, bentonite clay. I need to get some more of that. It still comes out. Whatever you put in, whatever's inside your body is going to come out on your skin. It comes out. So I'm just like, oh, that's wonderful. So for the most part, I did stick with the Daniel fast with the fruits and vegetables. Actually, I guess the Frito thing could be considered it without the Fritos because it was all like beans and split peas or lentils and everything. The laundry soap. Well, we thought about that. We changed that. Still. Now, can say this, and this is a long sleeve shirt. Normally, it's if I have my shirt down, well, it's itching now. But if I have my shirt down, if I wear long sleeves, it really starts to itch. See, that's just he goes, that's just a psychology thing. So when it starts to itch, I put lotion on it, and then I put, I'm trying to get my hand away from it, get my hands busy doing something else. So, I've been doing that. Now, I do have the mullein, and I can tell you from my experience that helps with the cough a lot because I have a cough when I wake up in the morning. I know, stop. I think it's because I'm talking about it. But that helps with my cough, and actually, that's been helping with my fibromyalgia. Also, the mullein has. So, as far as like inflammation, I've noticed a difference taking the mullein. So that's been helping also. And then the walnut wormwood mix with the cloves and everything I got. Oh yeah, I really like this. I've been starting now taking it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Now the other one with the mix, and I've been wanting to try that Manuka honey and see how that works because I've heard that's really good. Now I really think I taking that the other one, the walnut hull. I think that's been helping also. Now I'll tell you from my experience that I started off with like 16 drops and that built it up and everything. So tomorrow's my 2 weeks. So you do it for 2 weeks and then you lay off of it for 2 weeks and then you do it again for 2 weeks. Doctor used it. They used on my mom's leg. Oh wow. That's cool. That's good to know. And that makes you go to the bathroom. I can tell you that because it's cleaning out your system. So I think that's a combination of wherever this is that let me go get the bottle because I didn't bring it. I think that's helping also. This one here, black walnut, wormwood, and it's got cloves in it. So I think it's a combination of doing all those things. So I think, Jan's asking you, Heather, did the doctors use that honey on your mom's leg? Yep. That's pretty cool. See, honey does have a lot of healing benefits in it also. That's why they find it in the pyramids and everything when they go digging. Yeah, I have to see if I can order some and everything, get some Manuka honey. But I do think this helps a whole lot. Now, it's helped me because, but I'm going to tell you, It is, when you increase the doses, you can really taste it. It's not a good taste. So I've had some some grape juice that I put in, and then I add a little bit of water to it, so because it will settle to the bottom of my cup, and I just swish it around, and I start drinking it. But like I said, it doesn't look like that. Let's see if this thing, because I've been trying to take pictures and post them, and I get so busy, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm behind on posting the pictures because. All right, so this was what it was earlier today. So I do notice at nighttime it does get. Okay, yes. So in the morning, like during the day. Oh, nice. I like that idea. Put honey in your dab of honey into shampoo. Wash your hair, rinse, and it makes it shiny, not sticky. You want to change my color back? I was like, I just do not like all this silver. Oh, goodness. So that's good to know. I like that idea. But I was just like, oh my goodness. And I noticed if I'm sitting here and my son thinks it's because it's sweat. I don't think so. But I do notice if I sit here and keep my arm as much as I possibly can so the air can get to it, it does better also. Well, how do you do that at nighttime? Because I'm used to sleeping with the covers up underneath, all the covers and everything. It's getting cold now, so, you know, you're going to be up underneath the covers. So it could be, you know, from that. So I've been trying at nighttime to put my arm out because I lay on my right side and leave it out from underneath the covers. But sometime during the night, my arm's back underneath the cover. So it's like, oh, I know. I don't like this over here. I get to the doctor's office in the morning, and there's other ladies that come in that are older than me, and they color their hair. And I'm like, why am I letting someone talk me out of coloring my hair? These people, and they still are these. And I'm just like, there's this one lady. She is so sweet. She's in her 60s, and she has her hair. It's not a pixie cut, but it just comes down to here and it's straight. But she got all these sparkly things in her hair and everything. I said, you know what? That's a good idea. And she'll make herself feel young. you know. Oh my goodness. And then I got some Tiger Balm also, but I've been using it's got the camphor and menthol in it because when I've been sinuses, I just sit here and I took some. All right, so this has nothing in it but that. So I have eucalyptus essential oil and I have bergamot. We all have the video of all my essential oils I have, but I took the eucalyptus because I had a tea tree and I don't know, vanilla or just eucalyptus and put it in here and mixed it myself and made my own Vicks Vapor Rub. But I do have the Walmart brand of that. And I've heard it, and someone told me this, and then I saw it on a couple of things on YouTube to take the Vicks Vapor Rub and rub it on the bottom of your feet, and that'll help keep you from coughing. So that I've been finding that works for me also. So I was like, between that and the Mullen, I'm like, that's good. I really have liked the Mullen, especially because my hands are usually tight. Well, I don't know by now, but it's raining. But usually, I don't know, my hands are tight. And that Mullen, man, it really loosens because I still can, I still have to exercise this hand, but this hand does really well. And the only time my hand's numb is if I'm leaning on, like I'm leaning like this to do something on my elbow, or I'm like up there with Anastasia and I'm laying on this shoulder, then my hand kind of goes numb. So but I'm just like, I'm not going to go do surgery for that. That's just stupid. That's what Heather asked. Oh, my husband put onion slices on his socks a few weeks ago. It broke his. Yeah, yes, it does. They say that really works. Barbara O'Neill, her channel is Eternal Health, but her book, the health herb books and everything, they talk about that. And I'm like, people, it's funny. I'm like, well, how do you think they didn't go to the doctor way back then? Have you tried the castor oil on a gauze overnight, like a poultice? I have not. As far as using as a poultice, I do have um like the castor packs you can get like on Amazon, and it has the one that goes around your waist, and it's got two round ones. They got the things for your knees. Well, it's actually for your, it's supposed to go around. I just use this around my ankles because it will go around my knee. And his his father and I. I saw that. So, but what I've been doing with the two round ones, I put the castor on, and actually, yeah, I put it in my pants, well, right here on my back, where up here on my hips and everything, and that's been helping my I say my hips, so my the doctor said the bone is right here. Your my hips are. It's right here on your side, not back there on your butt. Unless like it's still my hip area. So I am a grandma feather. There you go. So I have noticed that's been helping a lot also. So yeah, it just takes a long time. I mean, I've had these issues and everything ever since I was a teenager. So, you're talking 40 years. Sciatica, yep. It helps that, but also helps the joint when so when I go to get up, I wish they want $300 up front, and then they'll let the insurance pay some of it. Because you got to pay for the x-rays and everything up front, and then first consultation, I'm like, yeah, no, that's what I have insurance for. I don't think so. So I would like to find a good chiropractor just to see. See, I don't think they are, because nobody would tell me that. I don't think they've ever been balanced, because ever since I was a kid, um, well, one, my feet, I walk out, my feet are like this, so I have duck feet. And they said, yeah, $300 up front. All right, that was just, so I need to call around and some other ones. Um, and then by the time I was 6 or 7, they said it was too late because my feet were already growing like that. So if you can lift one leg over 65, after that, I remember correctly. Dollars here, first visit, and I know Ohio is expensive because it's become such a metropolitan area here in Columbus that you know they want to sock it to us. Okay, wow, yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can show y'all this. Oh, my knee just popped. That's good. So as a kid, standing, if you stand like your legs apart, um, so we would stand in line at the, for go to lunch or wherever we go and everything. I was always doing this. I would always stand up straight, stand on both legs, and I'm always standing like this, always leaning on my right leg. I would take the pressure off my left leg, and then I would have to go back to my left leg and stand there like that a little bit. And then I'll always back and forth, but mostly, and I still do it because I catch myself doing it. When I'm standing in the kitchen, I can stand at the counter, and then all of a sudden I'm standing on my, leaning more on my right side than my left side. So that is, yes, I think one leg is shorter than the other, and nobody wants to say anything. See, that's why I keep asking. See, that's why I keep saying. I keep asking my doctor. I asked the not chiropractor, orthopedic, and everything. Everything is out of alignment. Oh no, everything is fine. But I know it is because when in 2020 I start doing exercises, so they say you need to increase your mobility. So I was doing bends like this, and this side, I heard it. I heard pop or whatever. I said, something is, it's out of joint. Oh, no, it's not out of joint. Two things that can make a short demonstration. All right, cool. Oh, Jan, thank you so much. So I was like, here and there, just do a little bit what I can, trying to, and I know losing weight works also. And so I'm just like, if I can get for your chiropractor, thank you. I appreciate it. I had, after a car accident, 25 years, I believe the imbalance helped. Yeah, I think so too. And with all the falls and jumps and car accidents and silly things we did as kids and all, I believe it's been out of line for a long time. I mean, we used to do some really silly stuff. My parents would build onto the house, and they had, the one guy, they had this really long pole. We went by like that big around, and we used it to balance ourselves on the fence in the backyard. And that fence was only like 3 feet high. But it's me and my best friend and her brother. We dared each other who could walk the most on the fence. He got all the way down, turned around. She got halfway down. I got all the way down the fence, turned around, I got halfway back up, fell into the neighbor's yard. She was more concerned about her flowers than she was me, and had twisted my right ankle. The thing was, my mom was just told us to stop doing it. And we waited till she wasn't at the kitchen window anymore. We did it again. And then, of course, then I had to go in and tell her I was hurt. So, uh, come on, Beckers, I'm going to break something really bad. And if you stumble, you can get yourself out of alignment. Exactly, Rebecca. And I'm like, a few years ago, so this was 2020, 2021, was the last time I gardened except last year. So, yeah. And all I did was step. I stepped off all right, so y'all seen here's the cement walkway right here. Here's the steps. What had things growing. I had tamales growing, or not tamales, tomatillos, whatever they're called. And I stepped off, and my hip gave out, and down I went. I grabbed that plant. And while I was thinking, I grabbed the plant to keep me from falling. But yeah, I broke that thing. We had so many on there. Oh, but Jan does cartwheels. I used to be able to do cartwheels. Not anymore. Exactly, Jan. Hey, Jane Doe. Jane Doe's cartwheel. I thought I saw Jane Doe. Yeah, just stumbling. I can get up and I can, yeah, that was, I told my son, I said, I need you to look at the camera. Did I step wrong or did my hip give out? And I told him what happened. They were on the bikes and they were at the other end of the parking lot. So they didn't even see me because I was right there at the car. So here's the car. So I went down and I stopped myself. So I didn't get into the road right here. And it's like, look and see. He goes, well, don't get mad if we laugh. I said, it's funny anyway. It's like a car can get out of alignment for small. Exactly. So I got a lot of things to call and figure out anyway with the new Medicare stuff going on. You know, didn't you have a video on that? I have a video. I talked about it, but I don't think I have it to where I showed what happened. I do have a video about talking about falling. Yeah, I grabbed that. I mean, that thing was, it was going nice and everything. I grabbed that sucker, and I'm just like, I was so upset I broke that plant. But like, oh well. And then yeah, and then I didn't garden for the last till 2024 because my back was I just couldn't the way my back was and everything. And an enactment video, I think I did. I don't know. Oh, so up to now, losing the weight that has helped my back, but a lot of these injuries are from you know years and years and years of stuff that's happened, and so you know it's going to take some time for the body to heal. Um, because when I got hurt in Missouri and talked to people on Social Security and everything, I told the girl, I said, when you go take a shower chair and go get one and stand and take a shower. And I told her, when you get to the park, just sit in your car and don't go walking. She goes, what? I'm like, yeah, or just go, as far as you can get to the closest thing you can sit down and just stay there. Watch everybody else. She goes, you can't walk the path. I'm like, no. I said, I can't even get into the tub to take a bath to get out. I can't get in, and so I can't get out. And then I was like, just go if you drink coffee, go make your pot of coffee and go sit down. And she was just like, she goes, so I made it in layman terms. That's that, how, they could understand that they could still go do this and go to the grocery store and go do all that. And like, yeah, no, it's, so even now, if I go to the doctor and I come home, when we go to the store, it's going to be the electric wheelchair or I'm still leaning over on the cart for support because, yeah, it just ain't going to happen. Yeah. And so when I got my disability papers, the doctor had put on there that I had, the most thing was the genital disc disease. It's from the top of my spine to the bottom of into my tailbone and both knees. Fibromyalgia, um, the plantar fasciitis was one other thing. Yes, it does, Butterla. But yes. I'm just like, he told me, and I got a phone call from a doctor, and they went over it with me. Hey, Misha, he said you'll never work again. And of course, I was being stubborn and everything. So that's what you think, but I was like, get a second opinion on which part. I'm always if I always go get a second opinion, but which one? If you're talking about my hips, I have not scheduled one for that, but I need to. Yeah, I really do need to. Um, so yeah, this is why I do YouTube, because I really actually cannot have a physical job, whether in the office or not. I've tried. Um, I can't sit. Y'all see me. I'm always adjusting on your back and hips. Um, I need to go sick. I need to schedule a second opinion just to see. But in 2021, my lower back was hurting so bad and everything. I went to the hospital, not to the hospital up here, but to other one, and they did a CT scan, and that's when they found out that L5 fused itself to S1, and every X-ray since has still shows the same thing. So, but in 2009, I had a slip and fall. And they did X-rays, and the doctor then said you have the do you know you have the giant disc disease in your tailbone? I'm like, huh? She goes, yeah. I said, well, how long have you? I said, how long have I had it? She goes, I really can't give you a number, but my best estimate is 5 years. So that was in 2009. So 5 years have been 2004. And I'm like, that makes sense. When I do PI work, when I sit in the van too long, that when I go to get out, someone has to come around the driver's side and pull me out of the van because I can't walk. It all locks up. So yeah, that's why I do this. I sit down. So today I was sitting at the computer doing all that stuff and everything, and someone was going out there. I stood up, and my son goes, "They've already left by now." I was like, "I ain't going to the door to look at that. I need to stand up. I've been sitting too long." I know. So I'm like, well, Lord, you're just gonna keep my body moving, because that's the only way that's the only it's gonna happen, because you made us. You know it needs to be fixed, and I just leave that to him. I need a different cushion. I put my pillow in this chair, because this chair I got, and within 6 months the cushion in it went flat. So I'm like, whatever, that's all right. So I use this pillow. I have a box. It's funny. Um, Rebecca sent me some stuff, so I took the USPS box and kind of stuffed it with other stuff and everything. So I need to tape it so it'll be stronger. But I have it to where it's enough. I mean, it's like 6 inches, so that's enough. That I'll put my left leg on it. That elevates it. So my it's not like my feet dangle or anything. Excuse me, feet dangle, but it's like it keeps my leg up enough that where my knee and my hip are up in alignment like this, instead of when you sit and your legs go down. So instead of pulling down, it's up. You keep on striving to find your solution and never give up. One day you may not need a wheelchair. I believe we serve my amen. Well, I did have one doctor, and this was back in 2010. He told me in 10 years, but he said, but 20, I'm trying to remember. What year was it? He said, in 10 years or so, or something another, or whatever. He was like, "You'll be in a wheelchair the rest of your life." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not." So, but I did. All right. So in the beginning, because I was really hurt, I couldn't. I did have a wheelchair, and I did use the electric carts when I went to the store and everything because it was bad. I know I weighed close to 400 pounds because I couldn't move. I mean, I really couldn't move. I couldn't do any exercises or nothing. And it took me 10 years. So, wait a minute. So that was 2010, 2020. Yeah, it took me a while to lose 100 pounds. And then in 2023, I got down to 250. And then I put it all back on. And now I'm back down. Yeah, keeping my legs elevated, it does help. And so as far as the weight goes, I've only lost 1 pound. So, but hey, I'm at 244, not 245 anymore. So I'm really happy about that. So it's like, ah. So, well, so this week, so tomorrow, it'll be a no carb day. Um, because I'm gonna switch it out again. It's kind of like the Daniel fast, but it's not gonna be the Daniel fast. To the point where it's just all vegetables and fruits and beans and legumes and all that. So I need to start putting some protein back in because I've noticed that. Um, so tomorrow I'll have my eggs. Um, I've done egg salad before, but I really, oh my goodness, today I wanted a chicken. I had some canned chicken and I wanted to take and make a salad with it and everything, and I didn't. I was like, tomorrow I'm having that chicken, making me chicken salad with mayonnaise and mustard and relish and everything, put it on some lettuce and everything, and have it like a wrap. And I'm just like, oh, that sounds good. I can do that. Chili is no carbs unless they put you put crackers on it. And we have the French's fried onions. Oh my goodness, I could eat the whole bag of French's fried onions. I really could. We love that stuff. My son and I, when we were raised, this is when we lived in Missouri, we would buy the big bags for him and I could eat the whole thing. So, and I was like, all right, but, you know, that, they'll put that on the chili and everything. So if I do mostly no carbs in the breakfast and in the lunch, I can have crackers or the French's fried onions on my chili. So I was like, you know, tonight's low is going to be 38 or so. So tomorrow I'll be having my coat on with the scarf and a hat because it's going to be cold. We had chili and sweet, cornbread yesterday and today. It was so good. I know. So, yeah, I'm not going to make cornbread tonight, but we'll have a big bowl of chili. And yes, I will put the French's fried onions on it because I think it's kind of like low in carbs, but if I, like I said, no carbs tomorrow, no carbs for breakfast, lunch, then my dinner, I'll be all right. And then we make it a 2-night meal. So chili tomorrow night and chili Friday night. They'll have spaghetti Saturday night. I won't have spaghetti because I do know when I have the tomatoes, jalapeno cornbread. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta go watch that. I made that kind of Indian chicken veggie with rice things. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Um, yeah, it's just no, they've got the Prego sauce and not the Ragu sauce. The Ragu sauce gives me heartburn like I don't know what. So, I'll have something else Saturday because Saturday I'll be doing videos. Chili beans are carbs. I'll put beans in the chili. Well, they put kidney beans in the chili because that's the way we grew up making it. Um, oh my goodness, Jerry, I call Texas home. I forgot Jerry's, and he just a couple years ago he goes, "Well, chili don't have beans in it. Make chili without beans." So there's a chili video on I Treasure Home without beans. But see, I've heard that too about the sugar and the sauce. So that's what my we must have beans. Yeah, my brother-in-law did that. He would put sugar in the chili sauce or spaghetti sauce and everything. He was supposed to cut the acid down. I was like, okay, dokie, I never heard about that before. Back in the like 80s. So I don't know if I put anything in that chili that he makes, he will not be happy with me. So I could probably put a little bit in my own bowl or something another. So as far as no beef, that's hard because you got chili and steaks and hamburgers and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, it hurts. It cuts the acidity down. I had to do it for years for Kevin. Yeah. Now, when I grew my own tomatoes and had my own banana peppers, I had no heartburn whatsoever. So then I'm thinking it's just the red tomatoes because I had those yellow pear tomatoes and I did fine with them. Cool. Joy was texting me. She said, Donnie said, put 1 teaspoon of baking soda in the chili and knock down the acid. I gotta try that too. We'll see what happens. Life without beef is death. Just kidding, I know. Because ground chicken is not that great. Ground turkey is okay because I can, add stuff to that and everything and make that, you know, okay and everything because I've used it for so much. I know some things to add, what to add to it. But, you can't have a turkey steak. It's just not, I've never seen one yet. That's awesome. Okay, so I'll try the baking soda too and see which one works better. Um, but yeah, I am going to try to grow some yellow tomatoes and orange tomatoes next year. Because I was like, if I can grow the big ones, you know, and Joy's lurking, yeah, they're lurking. Grow the bigger tomatoes and make my own pasta sauce or spaghetti sauce or whatever with the yellow or the orange ones, and I don't have any issues with that. That will be a win all the way around. Anastasia loves the yellow pear tomatoes, so I only have to next year take some money and save up some money and buy some more containers so I can grow that yellow pear tomato and then have the other tomatoes also. But the small tomatoes are less acid. Yep. They were so good. We got a lot. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Then that be I say something about I've never seen a turkey steak before and they'll come out with it. We had chicken fried steak because they make the chicken patty. So, oh, okay. But that was just weird because I didn't have any issues with the yellow pear tomatoes. And I took and made them, I got the ones off cut in the breast. Oh, okay. So, when I made, so when I took it down and I had all those green ones, I made green salsa with my green tomato. And it was fine. I did okay with it. Depends how you cut the breast. Oh, okay. That's cool. Or maybe I'll find some turkey steaks at the store. All right, Misha. So, yeah. trying to change things up and everything. Um, and what to try, to at least get this stuff from itching. So like I said, my arm's been bent, so it's a little red. So I was like, but when you crochet and you're working, I'm left-handed, so that's the thing that kind of bugs me the most. Is that I'm left-handed. I write with my left hand, so of course my arm's gonna be bent. When you're writing and everything, and I'm like, how in the world? Oh, my allergy doctor saw. She goes, she was trying to say it was eczema. I was like, no, it's from when I'm eating. She goes, well, yeah, that's definitely a reaction. I said, but we done tried everything, especially the main things. Um, oh, I got a bunch of dry. Just see, say, do you want some? Sure, I'll take some. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely. Because like I said, I still got the front out here, and that where that burdock has to be from a bird because the burdocks all in the back behind the mailboxes under the tree line back there, and all up in the field. So it had to be from the birds. And that thing's still green. The stuff in the back all dried up and everything. That thing is still green. It's like, I don't know. But then the bells of Ireland, that really grew. They just like, ooh, I didn't know they were going to get that big, but I thought that was pretty cool. I used a bug bite salve that I got from Casey. Took away the itch. Boots and Bounty. I used to have that. I don't know what happened to it. It was supposed to be in the refrigerator. I'll have to go look and see. But yeah, I have to try. Yeah, I won that from her a long time ago. I don't remember what happened to it. Yeah, ain't even so. My allergist, she even ordered me some um, cortisone cream, whatever they give you because they want to do medicine, regular medicine. This has been the most bizarre growing season. Yeah, I agree. I didn't even put that stuff on there because it was supposed to stop the itch and everything, and it did nothing. Didn't do a single thing. And I did it all day long, like I said to do and everything. No, didn't do nothing. Oh, that's cool. I have to try it. I have to go see if I found it in the fridge still. Somewhere tucked away. Because you said it had to be refrigerated. I think that was the one I had. I think that was the one I had. So, I was like, man, why didn't give somebody a prescription that's supposed to take the itching away and it does nothing? It just really did nothing whatsoever. So I was like, forget it. I just put it in there, put it back in the drawer. I was like, and that's where it's going to stay. And that's going to be used only in emergencies, only type situation. And then, let's see here. That and that's I mean, it's been itching a little bit, but I think it's like my son's. It's in the bend. So I'm like, of all places, if it couldn't be right here or anything, but and then my right arm, that's still all clear. So that's the puzzle thing. It's still clear. Hey, Robin, it's this arm is still clear, but it's the left side. So that I'm just like, everything is always the left side. I'm like, wait a minute here. There's a pattern there for some reason or another. My left hip, this arm, it's always the left hand when the reaction started. Um, but it's the right side that I've really fallen and hurt. It's just like, just the opposite. I didn't refrigerate mine. It's been on my nightstand for years. Oh, okay. Cool. I have to put a gauze bandage on after you put the meds on. Okay. Yeah, because it's itching a little bit, but I thought about that. Would that help or not? But I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. So what I'm thinking also is this right here, the black walnut. Because it has the black walnut, wormwood extract, and clove, and sweet anise extract. I think this has been helping also because if it is a gut issue and everything, and that's been helping me go poop, then that could be the reason why this is starting to clear up too. Because that's what I'm thinking. That's the whole issue. Yeah, and I have neem oil. I've got my blend right here is neem, olive oil, and I put vanilla. Should be vanilla and eucalyptus in this one. It was just vanilla and ling that whatever, the one that starts with the Y. It's the 10 names. I can't ever say that. It will absorb the meds better without direct rubbing on anything. Okay. I'm so glad y'all could not hear what's across the street. I can't sit there and make a video of it because the it's not probably wouldn't be copyright anyway, but they've got this skeleton thing across the street, and it's a sensor box that makes a sound, but it's the same tune over and over and over and over again. Well, we haven't heard all day long, so they must be home and put fresh batteries in it. Because I'll sit here, I was like, here, I'm like, what in the world is that sound? And I got quiet and I was like, oh, it's just that stupid thing across the street. Ground flaxseed with activated charcoal could draw the toxins out. You make a paste, let it dry on the spot, then wash it off. Ooh. All right, Jen, text me a picture. All right, so I do have ground flaxseed, but I had the more activated charcoal. So I can order some and try that also. Oh, that's such a cute picture. Such a picture of her kitty. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe um trying one or the other. I know Dark Lordman has sat there and told me one time, here's Nancy, just take a tablespoon of olive oil every day. like it's like, okay, well, which one do you take? Because they come out with this one's fake and that one's fake and this one's fake and that one's fake. He pooped in our closet today. Oh Lordy. I guess he just couldn't have time to get out to the to go to the bathroom. Oh, oh my goodness. That thing, it goes, I did it. And that's all it's that's just the tune the thing is outside. I wasn't paying. Oh, poor thing. And so tell me it's okay. He got a little confused. Oh goodness. So I have a premiere that's coming out tomorrow because I wanted to do it live, but I'm just like I'm already doing 4 lives a week. So I did it as a premiere. crocheting. So, and it was supposed to be scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's supposed to be scheduled for 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock Eastern. That's so. Yeah, it comes out 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. So, just something else to try to do and everything, just keep things interesting. On right side, he made my sweep and mop closet. Made me sweep and mop the closet. There you go. Yep. Oh, did I say I stepped? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Well, done that plenty of times in the middle of the night. Stepped in the animal poop. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, that's not fun, especially when it's slimy. Because you think of mud. Step in the mud, you slide. And everything. So, alrighty. I move my knee around. And everything. Alright, so yeah, tomorrow night's the premiere is coming out. Friday night is live cooking on the cook live on the cooking channel, and then Saturday night is Bible study. Oh girl, I have to watch the replay. I don't have 8 on my alarm. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's 8 p.m., not 8 a.m. Damn. It'd be at nighttime. No, I won't be up at. Well, I will be up tomorrow at 8 o'clock so I can get ready to go to the doctor. But no, it's p.m. Yeah, it is. I can. Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do a live in the morning unless I do like a those marathon lives that people do all night or whatever, and I'm still up at that time in the morning. But no, I'm still laying in bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock on the days I don't have to get up early. No, they get up early for Anastasia, get her up for school and everything. Oh yeah, it's p.m., not 8 a.m. It's at night. This morning, my son, they come down. It was like 9 o'clock. He goes, "What are you still doing in the bed?" Because they know I'm up before they come downstairs. And I said, I'm just laying here to be off my hip for a little bit longer and everything. Because get out of bed. So, but I'm glad it did. Got me up and doing things and everything, and that's what happened with the phone. And then I'm good. PM works for me. All right, good. I'll live for the weekends because the boss does all my chores. Oh, goodness gracious. That's funny. So Monday night, I'm wrapping up the series Situation Awareness. That's a good subject for Monday night and everything. So it's like, I just couldn't believe it when that happened. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get off. It's time for bed. It's midnight here. That's usually bedtime and everything. And I got to be up same time every morning, but to get up and get ready for the doctor's office and everything. So, but thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for the ones in the chat and the background. Thank you to the TV watchers and those watching the replay. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you, Jane, for the super chat for the $9.99. Oh, and before I go, y'all notice if they got any pennies in the store, you better be saving your pennies. So y'all have a wonderful night. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. And we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.